from targeting you. But don't delay. It's important to act now while you still have options. Optima is A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau. Optima has already resolved over $1 billion of tax debt for their clients. Get your life back. For tax help you need, for tax help you can trust, call Optima now for your free consultation.
Call 800-730-2885. 800-730-2885. 800-730-2885.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
University PC Care has been the Pirate Nation's go-to IT expert since 2006. They thank you for your continued support and trust during these trying times. Many services can be done remotely and free pickup and delivery is available. As a Dell business partner and Apple authorized service provider, you can count on University PC Care for all your personal and business tech support needs. To make a remote appointment or to bring in your device for service at their Greenville or New Bern locations, call 558-1280 or go online at universitypccare.com.
In studio today with Rafiki from F3 and another community event coming your way this week. Tell us about it.
This Friday at the Drew Steele Center on Elm Street, F3 ENC is sponsoring what we're calling a Free to Bleed blood drive from 11 to 4. You can sign up at redcrossblood.org to get your appointment. We'll have you in and out as quick as possible, and everyone who gives will receive a $5 gift certificate to Amazon.com. Help us meet our goal of at least 25 units and be a part of saving lives in Eastern North Carolina.
The best place in Greenville to unwind after work and have fun is AJ McMurphy's. AJ's has daily food and drink specials and an awesome patio perfect for some outdoor dining. Stop by AJ's on Monday for open mic, music on the patio on Tuesday, sports trivia with me, Clip Brock, on Wednesdays, and music bingo on Thursday. AJ McMurphy's, Turnberry Square, Bells Fork, and on Facebook, Instagram, and Snapchat.
North Carolina State Parks is proud to announce that they have partnered with the Hometown Strong program. Our visitor centers are now equipped with public Wi-Fi to help kids with school. Remote learning has become a critical public health measure in maintaining social distance and continuing to educate our young people. Take advantage of Wi-Fi and a hike at Goose Creek State Park or a day trip to the beach and access remote learning at Fort Macon State Park. For more information, visit hometownstrong.nc.gov.
You demand perfection. That's why you drive the perfect car. Okay, maybe it's not exactly perfect, but it's perfect to get you to Domino's for their perfect $7.99 carry-out deal. Carry out any 3-topping pizza or a 10-piece order of wings, smothered in delicious sauces like hot buffalo, garlic parmesan, and honey barbecue, just $7.99 each. Demand the perfect carry-out deal at Domino's. Carry out only. You must ask for this limited time offer. Prices, participation, and charges may vary. Excludes XL and specialty pizzas. Crust availability varies by size.
If you wake up in the morning with a backache, feeling more tired than you did when you went to bed, you probably need a new mattress. And the best place to get that mattress is Factory Mattress. Hi, I'm Kirk Smith, General Manager. For more than 40 years, Factory Mattress has been Greenville and Wilson's local mattress dealer. We guarantee the lowest price on the area's best selection with over 50 models to choose from. No seconds or overruns. Factory Mattress offers only first quality direct from the manufacturer. Sealy Posturepedic, Beauty Rest, Stearns & Foster, and Tempur-Pedic. The most highly trained sales associates with over 60 years of combined experience. Same as cash financing with zero interest up to 48 months and free local delivery. Face it, to have a good day, you've got to have a good night. So sleep better knowing you saved money at Factory Mattress, locally owned on Greenville Boulevard in Greenville, on Forest Hills Road in Wilson, on the web at factorymattressusa.com, and a proud member of Pirates Supporting Pirates.
I'm Michael Vaughn with East Coast Grading and Utilities. Many of you know my dad, David Vaughn, and his work in putting in subdivisions all over Pirate Nation. But East Coast Grading and Utilities is not just for those type of big jobs. We're here for the homeowners. Whether it's concrete, driveways, hauling rock, or sand, whatever you need, East Coast Grading and Utilities can get the job done. Call us at 252-531-7494 or check us out on Facebook at East Coast Grading and Utilities.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. The following is an exclusive presentation of Pirate Radio, the voice of the pirate nation. Welcome to Pirate Radio Live.
You can paint this with purple.
Now live from the Pirate Radio studios in the heart of the Pirate Nation, here is your host, Clip Brock.
Hello, everyone. A beautiful day in eastern North Carolina and a big show on tap for you here on Pirate Radio Live on this Tuesday. Clip Brock here with you inside the Pirate Radio studios and coming to you on Pirate Radio 92.7 FM in Greenville, 104.1 in Washington. We're on 1250. We're on 930. You can find us online, pr927fm.com. And you can watch the program on Facebook Live and on YouTube. Got a lot of great stuff on our YouTube page at Pirate Radio TV, including Cliff Godwin's post-game Zooms from the baseball weekend, a victorious weekend over the Tulane Green Wave. You can hear everything he and the players had to say following those contests right now at Pirate Radio TV on YouTube. Also, all of our Pirate Radio trivias are available. We have 4 eps available for you to watch and play along with at home. We have another one recording this week, and if you would like to be a part of a Pirate Radio trivia contest and win some White Claw and a gift card to AJ McMurphy's, let me know. Send me a message. Let me know via Twitter, and we'll get you on one of the upcoming episodes of Pirate Radio Trivia. Pirate Radio Podcast rolling on as well. We got a new episode that you will hear on air coming up today at 6 o'clock. You can also download it whenever you'd like on Apple iTunes, SoundCloud. It's available with Jenny Shelton going one-on-one with Amanda Houston, the wife of head football coach Mike Houston. You'll hear that coming up at 6 o'clock on our airwaves. Can download it whenever you'd like. So we got a lot going on beyond what you hear at 3 to 6 every day on Pirate Radio Live. All right, coming up on today's show, Billy Weaver will make his weekly appearance. He joins us every Tuesday. We'll talk about everything going on in the world of sports, starting here at ECU and branching out to what's going on in the world of sports. At 4 o'clock, Matt Davis makes his Pirate Radio Live debut. He is the new play-by-play voice of the 6-0 Down East Wood Ducks. They play their home opener coming up tonight at Granger Stadium. So we'll talk about the Woodies, everything going on at Granger Stadium. I know they got some post-game fireworks on tap for tonight. So great to have baseball back for the first time since 2019 in Kinston tonight at Granger Stadium. Wood Ducks baseball, I should say. There have been some other games played at Granger Stadium, but the first time the Woodies are home in a couple of years. Matt Davis will tell us all about that. Also, at 4 o'clock, former Pirate Brandon Manning will join us. He was in Clark LeClaire Stadium over the weekend, and we'll talk about the Pirates beating Tulane, looking ahead to Cincinnati, looking at the 20 regional sites that will be announced later on this week. Apparently that's going to be on Thursday, according to Aaron Fitt, who we talked to yesterday on the program. So we'll talk all things ECU baseball, some Wood Ducks, and more coming up in hour 4 with Matt Davis and Brandon Manning. At around 4:35, Stephen Igoe will join us inside the Pirate Radio studios. We'll talk Pirate baseball, football, hoops, and everything in between with Stephen Igoe. So all that and more coming up on today's edition of Pirate Radio Live. We will now head over to the news desk, see what's going on the Shirley Rhodes and Chandler Honeycutt news desks. Chandler looks like he's ready to suit up for the Hornets tonight.
Yeah, no kidding.
Hornets.
He's got the jersey. He's got the fitted hat. Looking good, looking fresh.
And at Ford, 6 foot from Stellenberg, North Carolina, Chandler Honeycutt.
What's the name of the PA guy? Big Pat. Big Pat. He's awesome.
Love him.
Shirley, what's
Alrighty
going on
then.
at the Shirley Rhodes news desk?
Well, I've got a minor league baseball update. Trey Benton, I've been actually searching for him. I couldn't find him the other day, and it turns out he is playing for the Lynchburg Hillcats, and he actually got to pitch a little bit on Sunday. I missed his stats because I did not know he was playing for the Hillcats. And he went 2/3 of an inning. He allowed 1 run. He walked 2, but he did strike out 1 in his first appearance in the minor leagues for this year. The Hillcats did get a win over the Fredericksburg Nationals by a final of 8-4. Spencer Brickhouse was 1 for 3 last night for the Hillsboro Hops. They shut out the Eugene Emeralds 2-0. And Jack Reinheimer hit a walk-off single last night in the 10th inning to lift the Tacoma Rainiers over the El Paso Chihuahuas 3-2. And ironically, it was the only hit he had of the night, but he made it count, and they picked up the win. So that is our minor league update. And a couple of news and notes that popped up just a few minutes ago. It looks like Major League Baseball is giving kind of a blessing to the Oakland A's.
The blessing.
Yes, the blessing.
Say the blessing.
To look to relocate the Athletics. And basically what they're trying to do is, I think, trying to force the hand for the city of Oakland. The city and the baseball team have been battling back and forth over whether or not to build a new stadium for the Athletics. The Athletics want a new stadium. Oakland has been kind of wavering on that, and I guess the Athletics have approached Major League Baseball and discussed the possibility of relocating the team. And MLB said, sure, you've got our blessing. So we'll see what that drama, how that unfolds here in the next few weeks.
Here's an interesting quote from the owner. John Fisher said, the future success of the A's depends on a new ballpark. Oakland is a great baseball town. We will continue to pursue our waterfront ballpark project. We will also follow MLB's direction to explore other markets. So there you go.
Yeah.
Now, this caused a lot of people on social media to say, come to Charlotte, come to Raleigh, bring a team to North Carolina. Saw other people say the most obvious landing spot would be Las Vegas, where their football team recently went. The Raiders, now the Las Vegas Raiders. So, there's been chatter for a long time about bringing a Major League Baseball team to North Carolina, and this news will get that chatter going again.
Yeah, no kidding. And, I don't know what Oakland's going to do because, the Raiders have been there, have been gone, have come back, and are gone again. But the Athletics have stayed in Oakland for a good chunk of time. So if they were to leave, well, bad news for Oakland, I guess. Also, right-hander Jordan Zimmerman, two-time All-Star, announced that he is retiring after 13 seasons. Of course, he played for the Washington Nationals, and that is your team there, Chandler.
Yep.
And so looking at that as well, the Orioles will be back in action coming up tonight as they will host the Mets for, let's see, hold on one second.
I'm holding.
7:05 tonight, as they will have a 2-game series with the Mets before they will have a day off on Thursday, and then they'll return back to action as they will host the New York Yankees coming up this weekend. We'll have all of those games for you here on Pirate Radio, but you can hear the game against the Mets coming up tonight at 7:05.
I made a mistake. I was not aware. The Braves have already played the Blue Jays this year, played them 2 games down at that spring training park in Florida. I was unaware when I went into came to work today and threw on this hat that the Braves were playing the Blue Jays. So I'm not a phony. I'm not a fraud. I'm just ignorant.
You're a hat lover.
Okay.
I love hats. I did not mean to wear the hat of the team that is playing my favorite team today. So my apologies to Braves fans.
When you have, over 40 hats.
And I haven't worn this one in a while, and I like it. It's sharp. It's a good-looking hat. But not on a day where they're going to play my team. So anyway, carry on.
Okay, and one more piece of information. This involves a former East Carolinian. The BC Lions in the Canadian Football League, they have signed their first overall draft pick, Jordan Williams, to a 3-year contract.
Boy, this has been a long time in the making.
Yeah, they have waited a long time. Well, of course, the CFL planned to start their season on time. Now they have pushed their season start to back 2 months. So it's going to kind of gave them a little bit more time to structure a contract. But he got a 3-year contract, and I'm trying to see if there's any conditions. I mean, not conditions, but details on that particular contract, and it doesn't really say anything other than it's 3 years. And, of course, Jordan Williams recorded 252 tackles, 3 sacks, and an interception in 45 games with ECU. So, congratulations to Jordan. He is going to be playing for the BC Lions. So, congratulations to him.
Chandler, what does BC stand for?
It's funny you asked that because I was sitting here trying to figure out what.
Oh, come on. Really?
The C stand for Canada?
No.
British?
Just Columbia.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
That's all right.
And here is a stat to consider. Oh,
Stat
1 second.
to consider.
See?
Stat to consider.
The national leaders in hits in collegiate baseball, number 1 from Oklahoma, Tyler Hardman with 74 hits. In second place, East Carolina's Connor Norby with 73. And there's another ECU Pirate on that list in the top 5, or top 6, I should say. And coming in at number 5 is Thomas Francisco. He comes in 5th place with 70 hits. And
So
actually,
he's in
he's
the top
tied.
5.
He's in the top 5. He's actually tied with Charlotte's Austin Knight at 70 hits. So, but those are the individual batting leaders. Of course, those two guys will get back to work coming up this weekend as the Diamond Bucks go on the road.
They do. They are on to Cincinnati to take on the Bearcats.
On to Cincinnati.
Have you guys gotten gas?
I filled up yesterday morning before I came back to Greenville.
I was unaware, and I can't believe I was unaware, as addicted as I am to Twitter, that this was even going on. And I was home last night, and I was in a different room. I came out of that room, and my wife said, "Do you have gas?" And I was like, "No."
I can only imagine your answer.
Like, what do you mean? No, I'm fine. Are you okay? You having stomach problems? She's like, "No gas. Like, do you have gas in the car? There's a gas shortage." And I was like, "Oh, I got a little bit," but I really thought that I was stanking or something.
Yeah.
But no, I was able to go to Sheetz and line up today and get some gas. It's
well,
just,
the funny thing is I didn't. Excuse me, I didn't have a problem with gas in my car because I fill up on Sundays. So I had already filled up, so I didn't think
old lady. That's
no,
like an old
just,
lady move.
It is old lady.
I fill up on Sundays.
Well, I was here in town because I was doing the softball game. I was doing PA for softball. So when I got done, I had to stop at the gas station anyway. I wanted to get something to drink, and I said, you know what? While I'm here, I'll just go ahead and fill up. So I went ahead and fill up.
Get my gas and my groceries.
No, I don't do grocery shopping on a specific day.
I came up with a great joke today, and I told it to myself.
Let us be the judge of that.
I came up with a great joke today.
No, you didn't.
And I told it to myself, and myself just laughed. It was, if you need some gas, just go eat lunch at Taco Bell.
What is wrong with you?
Just go eat lunch at Taco Bell.
I heard it.
You didn't take your afternoon nap, did you?
No, I heard the punchline.
Oh man, that was good.
Oh my goodness!
Make sure you use that on everyone that's on the show today. If the conversation with Weaver comes up about gas, say, "Hey Billy, if you need gas, just go to Taco Bell." Okay,
Yeah.
Will you do that?
Hey Brandon, if you need some gas, just there's a Taco Bell up down the road.
That is your go-to joke until we're out of this whole thing.
Oh boy!
Did you really like it that much?
Oh man, I loved it.
Here's my thing too. People are panicking over this thing, and if you look at the news reports, they say that the gas, I guess you could say pipeline or delivery will be back up and running by the end of the week.
It
So
don't
what is
matter.
everybody panicking for?
We're humans. We have to look out for ourselves. We all panic, and we have to get water and bread and milk and gas and
toilet
Taco
paper,
Bell.
apparently.
TP. Mike asked, does Shirley also stock up on hard candy wrapped in strawberry looking?
No, I do not.
My Werther's Originals.
Come here, it just happened that I filled up on Sunday.
You just said you always do that.
Well, I don't always do it, but typically
It's fine
on
if you
Sundays
do.
I fill up because usually on Monday through Friday I'm running from one place to another, so I don't really have time to stop and get
It's a
gas.
great
so
idea.
Sundays I just go get gas. That's it.
It's an old lady move, but it's also a very responsible move.
I actually talked to somebody today that said their husband fills up on Sunday every Sunday. By the way,
now did you tell this to yourself and laugh, or
no? I swear,
I was waiting for that.
I actually had a conversation with someone today, and
good.
So
did you tell them the Taco Bell joke?
No. This was before I came up with it.
See, that was a waste of talent. Right
I know, but anyway, so. The thing is that when I would go to church on Sundays, the old ladies in church would have those candies, and you can never find them in the store, and you would always think,
"Oh, I can
where do
tell
these
you,
old ladies?" Get
I can tell you where you can find them because I see them all the time, but for the most part, like if you go to like a dollar store or some of your discount stores, you can find them
Dollar
there.
General, Dollar
Tree, like Dollar Tree, Dollar General,
the
Family Dollar,
ones? Yeah.
God,
Roses.
So
yeah, but you know, if you go to one of those stores, you know, the funny thing is that if you and there is that stereotype, but what kills me is when they start to unwrap them and you can hear it in church.
Yeah,
like you're sitting there and it's just
super loud.
And we're like, okay, hurry up now.
I remember being
really distracting because my philosophy is if you're going to make all that noise, you better share.
Redbeard,
you better hand me one.
Redbeard asked, did Shirley eat at K&W after she got gas?
That would be a no.
Went to the K&W.
And no, and I did not go for the early bird special lunch somewhere.
And I remember when I was like 4 and 5 years old, going to the old ladies in church and asking for that candy, and they always made it seem like they were like they didn't know if they had any, knowing they had like a pound's worth in the bottom of their purse.
I don't know if I got any today.
Let me see if I got some. Open it up and see. I have like everything but the kitchen sink in this sucker.
There. Yeah, hold on, baby. Let me see if I got some.
I'm guilty because I used to hit the ladies up in church for candy too. So.
My grandma had Werther's Originals, but also would have like just the regular butterscotch. Which were, like, not as good.
Butterscotch and the strawberry candies. Those were the two that I always wound up, siphoning off of somebody in church.
Shirley kind of already answered this, but Steve asked, did Shirley eat dinner at 4 p.m. to save $2 on her entree?
That would be a no. I mean,
Shirley, do you take the plastic off of the couch during the weekends, or do you leave it on?
No.
I'm glad that this has become a thing now. This is good.
No, I look. Let me tell you something. I eat late in the evening now that my hours have changed. My eating habits have changed.
You probably used to eat the early bird special because of your work.
No, because I was always conditioned. I either ate dinner at 5 or 5:30, but that was the latest I would eat. I wouldn't eat any earlier than that day.
Mike asked, does Shirley find that candy? Does Shirley find that candy at stores during her morning walk around the mall?
No, I don't even go for a walk.
Stay in the slow lane in the mall. You're in the fast lane.
I only walk the mall when it rains. No, I do walk, but I don't walk in the mall. I go down to the Greenway and I do about 2 miles.
Shirley came in one day and said, they got a new ball cap store at the mall you might want to check out.
No, the only reason I knew about that was because it was either you or Chandler, one of you had mentioned that there was a new hat store in the mall, and I don't like the mall. I am not a fan of the mall. I detest it because I don't like that many people crowded around me, and there is one store I do like to go to the mall, but when I go in, I go straight to that store and I'm out. I don't sit around and walk, kind of wander around the mall. I ain't got time for that.
Adult videos?
No.
Oh, okay. I just wondered.
Hot topic.
I'll tell you what I like. And this is no surprise. I love a food court. It's just like so many options. I just look around.
You talk about being indecisive.
Anybody doing samples today?
Oh, man.
Oh,
Sam's Club.
You know when they do sample. Oh yeah, you hit Sam's Club. Man, you can load up on Sam's Club and be full when you walk out.
Does anybody make fake IDs to Sam's Club?
Oh, I go in. I'm not a member.
We could probably make it work.
Yeah, I need a fake.
I go in with friends who are.
When we would come to East Carolina football games when I was a child, when we were leaving Greenville, Mom always wanted to stop at Sam's Club. I made like 4 or 5 trips to the frozen supper aisle, whatever.
Frozen supper
Food
aisle.
section.
No, it's called the frozen supper aisle.
And they would be giving out free samples, and I would be full from all the free samples I would get. So when we got home, I'd be like, yeah, I had my dinner at Sam's Club.
At the frozen
Supper aisle.
Speaking of supper, Mike says Shirley doesn't eat dinner; she eats supper. Is that like an
That's
old
right.
Southern?
Well,
we used to say supper.
I see. Growing up, I was always confused because my aunts used supper and dinner, and you never knew if you were talking about lunch or
dinner is lunch.
because dinner. And no, they never said lunch. It was either supper or dinner, and so I never knew which. It just
Supper's always at night.
Yeah,
dinner could be
like in the mid-afternoon.
Right. Yeah, you could
I think
use
it's
either
either or.
one, but
John says I love a good Chinese spot at a mall food court. I'm right there with you, John. I am right there with you. All right, that was a great segment.
That was fun.
We got old lady Shirley. We got Chandler the joke man. We're good to go.
Taco Bell. Oh, geez.
See, she's laughing. She's laughing.
It's very funny. It's even funnier that how funny you think it's funny.
That's what makes it hilarious.
Wait, so you guys like the joke?
Yeah, we love it. Troy asked, "Do we need to drug test Chandler today?"
No,
I don't know.
I don't know. I tell you, you do with drug test.
Medina Spirit. Troy,
he walked into that one.
I mean, that joke had headlights on it, Troy.
Let's take a time out. Susan says, "Leave Shirley alone. I grocery shop Saturday morning, and I have the 600 pack of mints from Sam's."
Ooh!
So there you go. They come in 600 packs.
You know, Susan's
Why
the
do you need to
popular.
buy
You know,
more?
Susan's the popular one at church.
Redbeard says they do free samples of alcohol at Sam's Club.
Hey, Sam's Club is a
Ooh.
restaurant and a bar.
Shots.
Shots.
All right, we'll take a time out, come back. Billy Weaver joins us next. We might talk a little sports here on Pirate
We'll
Radio
ask
Live.
Billy if he's ever dined at the frozen supper aisle.
The frozen supper aisle. And what are his thoughts on food courts? All that and more when we return after this.
Value anywhere. Starting at just $19.99 a month, you can wash your car as often as you like and also take advantage of our express lanes exclusively for Tommy Club members. You can enjoy a gentle belt conveyor ride to a spot-free shine faster and as often as you like when you're a member of Tommy Club. Plus, our vacuums and mat washers are always free. We're Tommy's Express.
Tommy's Express Wash, now open on the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Red Banks Road in Greenville.
Here with Melissa from ENS Hemp Company. Melissa, tell us how your products and services can help people.
Well, for over 2.5 years, the team at ENS Hemp Company has been helping educate our community on the many benefits of our products. Our customers have seen great success dealing with everything from stress, anxiety, fatigue, pain, and PTSD, just to name a few. You can come in today and our staff can help you find the best products for your needs. You can visit us at Fire Tower Road near Sam Jones Barbecue or enshempcompany.com.
At Tiebreakers, we admit we have a bit of a problem. People love our wings so much that they're starting to sell their home TVs just so they can watch all the sporting events here at Tiebreakers. Seriously, we're glad you love our hand-breaded, hand-cut boneless wings that much, but we really need you to go home at the end of the night. It's okay, we'll be here tomorrow. And when you come back, bring a friend with you. For great food, great friends, and cold beer, we'll see you at Tiebreakers. Tiebreakers, break the chain, eat local.
Although innovative new resources such as digital media and social networks have grown in popularity, smart marketers recognize that printing is a mainstay.
We live in an age of computer hacking, scams, and fly-by-night businesses, so it's reassuring to consumers when they receive printed marketing pieces.
It exemplifies business confidence and conveys a high level of commitment.
It also fosters trust, which leads to engagement and ultimately brand loyalty.
When you're ready to grow your business, come to PIP, where business goes to grow.
Hey, Pirate Nation, Big Ed Watkins here from Ed Watkins Marine. You use the internet to shop for clothes to cars, so why not use it to shop for boats? Get your best price now at Ed Watkins Marine. We are located in Lake Norman, but we will deliver anywhere in North Carolina, from offshore center consoles and bass boats to just cruising or fishing the lakes of the intercoastal waterways. We have something for everyone. Go online now at Ed Watkins Marine and see our selection. Stick with a pirate and shop Ed Watkins Marine for all your next boats.
At US Cellular, we see our customers as more than just customers. They're neighbors. When you switch to US Cellular, you can get the new Samsung Galaxy S21 5G for free with no hidden requirements. As a neighbor, you deserve it. US Cellular, America's locally grown wireless. Terms apply. See uscellular.com for details.
This is Brandon Tate, owner and operator of Atlantic Wireless, an authorized agent for US Cellular since 1997. Visit atlanticwireless.com to find the store near you. We go beyond the call.
The Tauber River Bandits are back, and this year we'll have a full season, and all fans are welcome this year. Come watch some of the best collegiate baseball around with over 20 Division I players on this active roster looking to compete at a high level. We have a family-friendly atmosphere, awesome stadium, food and drink specials, plus the coldest beer on the East. Come do something different with the family this summer with the Tauber River Bandits. 29 home games to choose from. Tickets available at the gate or online at TarboroughRiverBandits.com.
Spring is a great time to plant flowers, trees, and bushes. When planning your landscape, please keep in mind that you should never plant anything within 3 feet of a gas, electric, or water meter. The same thing applies if you have an electric transformer in your yard, except keep plants 8 feet clear of the front in case crews need access during a storm or an outage. Always remember to call 811 at least 3 business days before you dig to avoid underground lines. This important safety message is from your neighbors at Greenville Utilities.
This is Coach Donnie Kirkpatrick, offense coordinator for ECU football, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by University PC Care, your local tech support experts for all your personal and business needs. Visit universitypccare.com to learn more today. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Are you in outside sales and looking for an opportunity to increase your earning potential? CopyPro has been in Eastern North Carolina for over 45 years and continues to grow each year, and they are in need of more sales professionals with a desire to potentially make a six-figure income. Do you have what it takes? Visit copypro.net today to submit your resume and to learn more. Now let's head back in to Pirate Radio Live. Here is your host, Clip Brock.
Alrighty, back with you on Pirate Radio Live here on a Tuesday. We'll talk some Wood Ducks baseball and some Pirate baseball coming up at 4 o'clock. Matt Davis, play-by-play voice of the Woodies, will join us. Also, Brandon Manning, former Pirate. Talk some Pirate baseball with us. Stephen Igoe also going to join us in hour number 2 of the program. Redbeard said he has been siphoning gas from his neighbors all day, so he's going to be fully stocked thanks to his neighbors. Let's bring on Billy Weaver, WITN Sports Director. Weave, do you have a gas report for us today?
No, I'm not gassy today. I was yesterday a little bit because I had Mexican food for lunch, but I'm good.
Wow, everybody's on the joke. Chandler, do you have a joke for us for Billy?
Well, Billy, you kind of took it away from me, but I was going to say, if you run low on gas, just go eat at Taco Bell and you'll have plenty.
You like that? You like that?
Chandler's joke. What, you got your own laugh track? Chandler
He pulled up his own laugh track.
I'm a funny guy.
You are a funny guy. Funny guy. All right, knock it off. Billy, sorry you had to be a part of that. Although Billy had the corny joke too, so we're all in this together, I guess.
Yeah,
today
we're all in the same boat.
Let's start with baseball. We'll get to the Woody's home opener in a moment, but let's talk Pirate baseball. How about the weekend that was? ECU taking 3 of 4 from Tulane, putting a stamp, you would think, Billy, on hearing their name called when they announced the 20 potential regional sites later this week. Appears that's going to be on Thursday, according to Aaron Fitt from D1 Baseball. You think the Pirates have done enough, especially with what they did this past weekend?
Oh, I think so. Yeah. The thing is if the regionals were going to be announced after the regular season with 8 more conference games to go and all of them on the road, I would say no, that they're not a shoe-in because you never know what's going to happen. But with those regional sites being announced later this week, I think they're definitely a lock. I think you can go ahead and count on being in Clark LeClaire for a regional.
Billy, we love, and especially these days in college athletics, when a guy comes to ECU and grows as a player, grows as a person, plays their entire career here. And boy, Cam Colmore and Matt Bridges took that to another level, being 6-year seniors. They both went through injuries, ups and downs, and for them to be the last 2 pitchers that throw in the last regular season game on Sunday was just a storybook inning. Cam Colmore handing the ball to Matt Bridges to get the final out. And it just made for a great moment there at Clark LeClaire. And look, as much as they've done, their journey is not finished yet. They want to be doing that in a regional, super regional, and Omaha. And they should have the opportunity here in the coming weeks.
Yeah, I think it was exactly what you said, storybook ending kind of thing. And usually, when a pitcher is taken out, he walks over into the dugout and, the relief pitcher or the closer or whoever it is comes out of the bullpen and they don't see each other. And Cam had said, hey, Coach, I want to wait here for Matt.
Yeah.
And I think that's awesome. That just goes to show you what, being a good teammate is all about. You recognize those moments. You recognize how important it is, where you are in your career at a certain to a certain extent. And I think that's a special moment. It's something both of those guys will not soon forget, that's for sure. It's something they'll probably tell their grandkids about. It really is. And down the line 20, 30 years from now when people say, depending on whatever they accomplish in life, when someone asks them, what do you remember most about your career at ECU? That may not be the number one thing because who knows what, this team could go to the College World Series this year. And obviously that would stick out, but I think this is going to be one of those moments that they tell their kids about, for sure.
No doubt. Billy Weaver joining us on the Fixed NC Live Line. Pirates are on to Cincinnati, and all those games will be available coming up on ESPN+. We'll be able to watch the Pirates on the road, and Cincinnati is the team that ECU will face twice this year in league play, the only team they'll run into for 2 series, and they already knocked off Cincinnati in 4 games. You got to go all the way back to early April. Ronnie and I were trying to remember some of those games, and it's there's been so many games in between now and then, we kind of forgot about it, but this is a team that ECU's already beaten 4 times. Now, the Bearcats have played pretty well. They have a winning record in both overall and league play, so it'll be a challenge, but a team that the Pirates have already had success against this year.
Yeah, I said this last week that it was important for East Carolina when playing Tulane at home, which then coming into that series, Tulane was the number 1 team in the conference. I said that I thought they needed to take 3 out of 4. To sweep Tulane, I think would have been, when you talk about 4-game series, to go in, obviously you want to win every game, and that's the goal. But to expect to sweep everybody that comes into Clark LeClaire, it's unrealistic. So I had said last week that I really thought they needed to win 3 out of 4. They did that. Do I expect them to go on the road and sweep? No, but I do expect them to play very well. And I don't know. Is it bad to say that it would be a little bit of a disappointment if they were to split or worse at Cincinnati? I think that this team has shown they're the cream of the crop in the American Athletic Conference. I think you got to go on the road and make a statement, especially after Thursday if they are announced that they are going to be a regional host site. I think you got to keep the energy up, and I think you got to continue to play well down the stretch to be playing your best ball going into the regional. So I think it's pretty fair to say that I expect them to go in there and win at least 3 out of 4 games against Cincinnati.
Yeah, you said it earlier, Believe. They're in a good spot right now, but there are more games to be played. And another thing that makes this 20 regional site announcement fascinating is you'll be able to do some scoreboard watching, right? Like you'll kind of, all right, here are the 20 teams. You've got these 8 to 10 already locked in no matter what happens the rest of the way, but you got these other teams and these on the fringe. And so we'll be watching the Pirates, and then we'll be keeping an eye on what those kind of 17 through 20 teams are doing too, that are trying to maybe play catch up. And again, we won't know the numbers when they're announced on Thursday, but we can kind of figure it out who ECU is kind of in line with and who they need to play better than down this stretch. And it all starts this weekend in Cincinnati.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that's what's going to be the fun part of the way they're doing that this year, is that you get to, there is some excitement before, because you know what, in years past, before the regionals, well, heck, going into the beginning of the season, you have publications that have come out and already have regional projections, which I never pay attention to those at all. I wait until at least past the halfway point of the season before you even start thinking about regional projections, because it's just that, I mean, it's pure speculation up to that point. But with the way they're doing it this year, it makes it very interesting. It makes it very fan-friendly. It makes it very media-friendly, because it gives us something to talk about, and it gives us something to kind of get excited about and to think, okay, who is, once those regional sites are announced, and then who are the other regional participants, and who's going to be in your regional, and you try to figure it out geographically. So I think it's actually going to be a lot of fun this year to follow it.
We'll be watching the Pirates from afar this weekend, but Billy, there's a lot of baseball to see if you want to catch it here locally. And the Wood Ducks will begin their home play tonight. And how about what their league is doing this year, Billy? They're going to play 6 away, 6 home, 6 away, 6 home. You don't even really need a schedule this year. You just know that the Wood Ducks are playing Tuesday through Sunday, and this week it'll be at home, next week on the road, the following week at home. Pretty interesting way to do it, but an opportunity to see a lot of baseball at Granger Stadium.
Yeah, I kind of like that too. And how about the Wood Ducks with starting out on a 6-game road series at Kannapolis and winning all 6? Now, you talk about how, I'd mentioned how hard it is to win and sweep a series when it's 4 games. How about when it's 6 games? And the Mudcats will come in here tonight to Granger Stadium, having won 5 of their first 6 games. So they're pretty hot too. These are going to be 2 of the better teams in the league this year that are going to go head to head. So it's going to be an interesting series, and it's just going to be nice to see Wood Ducks baseball back after not having them last year. And we're going almost 2 years without having professional baseball in Kinston. So there have been other games that have been played there, high school games and the such. I think there's even been a softball game that's been played there. Some other sporting events that have been played in Granger Stadium during this whole thing. But this will be the first time tonight that we'll see some professional baseball. And this is a time of year where when I go out there, because no one really knows anything about any of these guys, unless there's a prospect in the Texas Rangers organization that's maybe from the school that you follow. Say there's an East Carolina guy that got drafted by the Rangers and he's in their organization. Obviously, we know about him, but for the most part, the entire roster are just our new guys, and especially having not had a season last year, you don't have any holdovers. It's an entirely new roster, and fans will get a chance tonight to see the guys up close and kind of get to know them. And that's the fun part about minor league baseball is, you get to know the personalities of some of these minor leaguers, and you see them go on, and hopefully you see them in the big leagues one day, and you say, hey, I remember watching that guy in little old Kinston when he was a nobody. Those are the C.C. Sabathias of the world that have come through, the Grady Sizemores. I remember
seeing Richie Sexton, the tall first baseman, back in the day before he went to the MLB.
And that's the fun part about it. That's the fun part about minor league baseball, aside from the names and collecting hats, right?
Yeah, which I am a huge fan of, as you know. We've, real quick on the Cannonballers and your love for NASCAR.
You know what? It's funny that you say that, because I thought of you when I saw the Cannonballers logo, which I think is outstanding. I think it's an awesome logo. I thought about you.
Now, are you talking about the baseball with the mustache and the glasses, that logo?
Yes.
Yeah.
He's being shot out of a cannon. It's old school kind of carnival, or what you would see at the circus.
Now, so the team used to be owned by Dale Earnhardt Incorporated, and is it
the Intimidators?
Is it Bruton Smith? How do you?
It's Bruton.
Bruton Smith. He was a part of it as well. They sold the team. They were the Intimidators, as you said. They changed the name due to the inability to widely market the Intimidator name due to its association with Earnhardt and the rights held by its estate. So, but they still kind of stuck with that logo with the Cannonballers that has the mustache and the shades to kind of give it a Dale look. So, I don't know the whole story behind it. I just kind of found it fascinating that there is that I guess Dale Earnhardt, when he was alive, Billy, was a baseball fan and wanted this team and was the owner of this team.
Yeah, and he's from the Kannapolis area and grew up there. And yeah, if you look at the Cannonballers logo, it looks like a big head caricature sort of Dale Earnhardt, because he was the last one in NASCAR to wear the open face mask, and he had those goggles that he would always wear, and of course the thick mustache. So it's very cool. It's an outstanding logo and definitely one of my favorites in minor leagues right now.
So there's your minor league baseball talk. We got more for you coming up with Matt Davis, the new play-by-play voice of the Woodies, coming up at 4:00. We've you got high school baseball going on. A couple of Rose and Conley dates this week, right? Did they play last night or is the first game tonight?
They play tonight over at Conley, and then they'll play again Thursday night at Guy Smith Stadium, and that's always a big one. Actually, our sports spotlight is going to focus on Matthew Mateus, their outstanding pitcher, Conley, who will be on the mound tonight. He's going to North Carolina and talking to Jason Mills over there. He compared him to Alex White, and that's pretty high praise. And another guy that went to North Carolina, of course, played in Major League Baseball.
A guy I saw at Granger Stadium leave. Now that we're talking about it.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. And so we're going to have a feature on Matthew Mateus. There's going to be in this Rose Conley series, I think there's 3 or 4 major Division I prospects between those two teams. So if you get a chance, go out and see that. I mean, that's as good as you'll see on the minor league level at Granger Stadium is some of the talent that you'll see between Rose and Conley. And I taking nothing away from D.H. Conley and their field, they have an outstanding home field. I just kind of really like the atmosphere at Guy Smith, only because it kind of reminds me of the old school minor league setting, old school minor league ballpark. I love those old parks. Guy Smith Stadium is such a quaint little old ballpark, and it's going to be fun covering them tonight and on Thursday night.
I've seen a lot of games there and was lucky enough to play in one game there back in the day, and it is an awesome park. We've another one of those guys that's going to be on the field tonight that you were talking about, future D1 player, but it might be in football, is Michael Allen, right? The talented running back from J.H. Rose.
Yeah, and he has missed a few of the games early on, but he's back on the baseball field now. So, that's another guy, and very talented on the baseball field. So, he's one of the many D1 prospects that you'll see in that matchup.
Billy Weaver joining us on the Fixed NC Live Line. We've you knew it was coming. You just didn't know when. Jacob deGrom is hurt for your Mets. So
what did I tell you?
I know.
I told you, as Mets fans, this is what we expect.
Yeah.
We can write a book, and I mean, I can script out exactly the way the season is going to go because it happens every year. Early on, they're in first place in the division. Where are they right now?
Well, they're still in first. They're first.
Right,
yeah.
They're in first place in the division.
Yeah.
What happens? They start getting hit with the injury bug. Now, the good news is that Jacob deGrom, they did MRIs or CT scans or whatever they did, and everything came back negative and okay. They still put him on the 10-day disabled list, and with them being off on Monday, and I think they're off on Thursday as well, he's only going to miss one start. So
yeah.
It's kind of it's kind of one of those things where it's a precautionary measure to put him on the 10-day DL, because by doing that, they can still fill out their roster, and they can have him on the DL, and with him only missing one start in the rotation, that's not that big of a deal. So hopefully that's the good news for the Mets. And, Francisco Lindor, I mean, the guy's hitting $194. Come on. That's one of the disappointments so far.
Those are some expensive outs that he's getting into right now, Billy.
He's making over $300 million. And look, Clip, you know this as well as anybody else. That does not fly in New York City.
Well, he's already got the boos, right? I think they've already hit him with a few boo birds already in his.
And not surprising. And I'll tell you what, those boos will continue to get louder if he doesn't go on a hot streak here. Now, he has been at times a streaky hitter, so I do believe that once he gets things figured out at the plate, and I don't mean figured out because he's obviously figured out how to hit, but like I said, he's a streaky hitter, and sometimes those guys just something needs to click for them to get into a hot streak. week. And I think once that happens, everything will be fine. But until then, the boos will definitely get louder at Citi Field, that's for sure.
Great pitching matchup tonight. You can hear it right here on Pirate Radio. John Means coming off that no-hitter. He is 4-0 with a 1.37 ERA, taking on Marcus Stroman and the Mets tonight in New York. We'll have it here for you on Pirate Radio. Billy, we've talked about it throughout this NASCAR season. How many times has a guy dominated a race only to lose it at the end? Martin Truex Jr. was not going to let that happen on Sunday. He was dominant in Darlington.
Yeah, and that's hard to do at Darlington. It really is, because there's, like I'd mentioned last week, there's so many tricky parts about racing Darlington. You've got to be very careful. You've got to be very methodical at Darlington. So for him to win both stages and then win the race, that says a whole lot. And he's now going to Dover. He's won 3 times there, and he won the spring race in 2019 there. So he's going to be another one of the favorites. But once again.
Are you kidding me?
I think I said this last week. Who's the last winner at
All right, I think I know it. I'm going to say Denny Hamlin.
Ding, 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 ding. Man, I'm not picking him this week. I'm going with Martin Truex.
Hold on. I'm betting on Denny Hamlin right now, Weave, since you're not picking him. This is the week.
I am not picking him. I'm done. I'm off the Denny Hamlin.
Wow.
And he just it continues to disappoint me. And he is the favorite at most of the tracks so far. He was one of the favorites at Darlington last week. But Dover is a lot like Darlington. It's nice that they have these 2 races back to back, because these are races that really, or these race tracks that really test the drivers. Darlington, the Old Lady in Black is what it's called, or the track Too Tough to Tame. There's a lot of nicknames that track has. Dover's the Monster Mile. It's a mile track that's very hard to tame as well, and they call it the Monster Mile because at any time that track can jump up and bite you. So you're going to get probably a veteran driver, somebody that knows how to get around that track. And Martin Truex Jr.'s won 3 times there and been able to be very successful there. The all-time winner there, a guy that really knew how to get around that track and won 11 times there, was Jimmy Johnson, of course. He's no longer in the series now, but you always have to bet on veteran drivers at tracks like Darlington and Dover, and that's nice to have those back to back.
Billy Weaver joining us today on the Fixed NC Live Line. We've always enjoyed the sports talk with you. Have a fantastic rest of your week, and we'll talk to you again soon, man.
All right, man. I'm going to head out to Granger Stadium and see a little minor league baseball. Can't wait.
Good deal. Going on tonight, the home opener at Granger Stadium. We'll talk about that more with Matt Davis coming up in a little bit. We gave away tickets to Thursday night's game, as the Woodies will be at home Tuesday through Sunday. What's going on in Studio B as we're wrapping up that conversation? Shirley's face is red.
No, I just I came across a video and
you lost it.
And I lost it, and I had to show it to Chandler.
I love a good Shirley Rhodes laugh. It is very contagious.
I'll have to show it to you in the break.
Okay, all right. I'll look forward to that. Let's take that break. We'll come back. We'll have more for you on Pirate Radio Live. We've got a booty bag giveaway coming up in hour 3 of today's show, and a lot of guests coming up in hour number 2. It's all ahead on PRL. We're back with you after this.
In studio today with Cold Cut, also known as Tony McKee to his friends and family. Why F3?
I come to F3 because it's family for me. My biological family, they're way out of town, and F3 has been a family, no joke. The fellowship and the camaraderie and being able to hold each other accountable, that certainly is important for young men that come our way. So I'm glad to be able to be a part of someone's life. And sometimes church is once a week, and F3 can be every day.
One letter, one number, F3. Learn more today at f3enc.com.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Tom Brown from Brown & Wood Buick GMC Truck. We've been serving the Pirate Nation in Eastern North Carolina for 83 years. We have 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 showrooms, and 1 goal: to make sure you leave a happy customer.
This month at Brown & Wood, get a 2021 Encore GX and save over $4,550 or 0% for 72 months. And as always, Brown & Wood is the home of the lifetime powertrain warranty.
We're located on Greenville Boulevard next to the Convention Center, or shop us online at brownandwoodauto.com.
The convenience of Pitt Greenville Airport is waiting just outside your front door. Service is back, so you're connected to destinations worldwide through flights from American Airlines. Plan your next trip. Book your flights today at flypgv.com or aa.com.
Ready to travel and take a trip? American Airlines has recently added more flights in and out of PGV. Book today and enjoy the friendly convenience of flying from your local airport. American Airlines, now with more flights available at PGV. Book today at aa.com. PGV, where the pirates fly.
When fun finally returns, Bud Light Legends don't just come back. They come roaring back, carrying a cooler full of Bud Lights, an inflatable dolphin, and those Velcro pads with the balls that stick to them. And this summer, with a cooler at their side, they're gonna make up for all the fun we've missed. Welcome back, Bud Light Legends. It's time to take summer by the coolers. Cooler up at BudLightLegends.com. Enjoy responsibly. 2021 AP Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
In studio today with Dr. Shondell Jones from Kinetic Physical Therapy. Dr. Jones, you guys can help people with any aches or pains.
Yep, we sure can. As it's getting warmer, we know more people are outside, wanting to be more active, and we know spring sports are in play as well. And so if you've got a knee or ankle injury, whether it's just a strain or a sprain, we've got specialists there to treat the weekend warrior and the athlete. For more information, visit us online at kptonline.com or call us at 364-2806.
Hey Pirate fans, it's time to get that yard done right with the new John Deere mower from Quality Equipment. Our premium lawn care lineup is what every homeowner needs this spring. A John Deere will change the way you mow with easy-to-use attachments, effortless steering, and intuitive controls. Right now, save up to $700 on X300, X500, and X700 series mowers. Learn more at QualityEquip.com and get quality done right. Offer ends 10/29/21. Some restrictions apply. See dealer for details.
Save during Bostic Sugg Furniture's Spring Styles event. Freshen things up, make a statement, and make it exciting. Save on new looks, new colors, new styles. We have so many beautiful ways to update your home. Explore our 35,000 square foot showroom. From name brands like Bassett, La-Z-Boy, Rowe, Kincaid, and Restana, get up to 15% off plus 6 months special financing, or get special financing for 48 months. Step up your style right now at Bostic Sugg Furniture.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is proud ECU graduate and former baseball player Brandon Manning inviting you to join my team at Farm Bureau Insurance. Right now is a good time to review your coverage with a local trusted agent like me. I will make myself available before or after business hours, and my clients always have my cell phone number if they need anything. From home, auto, or life, give me a call today and let's talk about your insurance coverage and about the Pirates. Call 531-1812 and go Pirates!
Hey everybody, this is David Glenn, and you're listening to my favorite station in Eastern North Carolina, Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by University PC Care, your local tech support experts for all your personal and business needs. Visit universitypccare.com to learn more today. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. You've worked hard to start your business and are working even harder to make it successful, and that's why it's important to have a bank in your corner when you need them. As the business world throws you curveballs, Select Bank and Trust is here to be responsive to your needs. Select Bank's team of local bankers can make local decisions and cares about you, the customer. Get the business services that are right for your business today with Select Bank and Trust. Bank local, bank select. Now let's head back in to Pirate Radio Live. Here's your host, Clip Brock.
Back with you on Pirate Radio Live as we wrap up hour number 1 of today's program. Coming up in hour number 2, we'll talk to Matt Davis, the play-by-play voice of the Down East Wood Ducks, also Brandon Manning. But if you ain't early, you're late. And he showed up early, and he's here. Hey, Brandon.
You did say 4 o'clock, and I was going to stop and get me a drink, but the line just to get into the gas stations was just unreal crazy.
You didn't even want any gas. You just wanted to drink.
I was going there for a bottle of water, maybe.
Hey, we got one of them back here.
I might stop and do that.
All right.
Hey, Chandler.
Wait, before you go, Chandler, we were talking about gas. You got a good joke that you could give us today regarding gas?
Brandon, look, if you get low on gas, this gas shortage is it's a mess. But if you get low on gas, there's a Taco Bell down here. Just eat some Taco Bell. You'll have plenty.
Oh, yeah!
Yeah.
Did you see the dank burrito? Have you seen the dank burrito on Facebook?
Yeah, I've seen it.
That
yeah.
was good. That was good. I
Yeah.
can't remember exactly what they said.
It said burrito special, free gas.
Yeah.
Can we acknowledge
free
Chandler's
gas
great
with the
joke?
purchase of a burrito.
Yeah, free gas. Great job. I thought that he was getting it. I thought he was stealing it.
No, this is all on me.
Hey,
That is
great.
an original joke that only he has thought of.
Great.
That is all on me.
And
I
it's-
like it.
It's really
I'll be here
good.
all week.
Appreciate it.
Hey, will you? You here on Friday?
Oh, that is a
That's
good
a
call.
low- you are a liar. Blow. You're
Yeah,
a
I'm a
liar.
liar. I'll be here till Thursday.
All right. Whose laugh was that? Let's play Name That Laugh. Somebody that used to be associated with ECU athletics.
Jeff Confer.
Hit it again, Shirley. That is the hearty laugh of one Ruffin McNeil.
That's a good
Yeah.
guess, though, Brandon. I could see that being Jeff Confer.
Conference would have been a little more robotic.
Ha ha ha.
I would see like an evil laugh.
That was that. All right, Brandon, we'll talk some Pirate baseball with you. Come on.
Troy D.
Just know that. Actually, that is Brian Meador doing a nerd laugh, correct?
That is correct.
Yeah, I'm pretty good at Name That Laugh. Considering I saved all those, I should know who they
I
all
was
are.
getting ready to say you better.
Yeah, I'm an inside man on that. Brandon, you were at all the games this weekend, true or false?
I was not at the Friday game.
Neither was I.
But I was at the doubleheader Saturday baking, and I was there Sunday as well.
And you saw some good baseball. You saw some chippy baseball.
But we knew going into the weekend it was going to be chippy. They laid the foundation for the chippiness, if you will, with a lot of their pre-game talks and Twitters and all that sort of stuff.
As a former player, Brandon, you played high school level. Did you play Legion?
I did play Legion.
You played at Pitt Community?
I did.
You were on the ECU team?
Yeah.
Did you play?
No.
But you
sat
had
the bench behind an incredible baseball player in Jake Smith.
Yeah, he was pretty good. And you, so you've been around a lot of teams, a lot of dugouts, a lot of clubhouses, as they call them. Where do you stand on talking, chippiness, getting a double, doing something with your hands? Where do you stand on all that?
The double, and doing stuff with your hands. That's a newer thing. We didn't really do something like that. I will say the pimping of the home runs has been starting to become a little bit too much. When I was playing, and a lot of these people that I played with would play, the next batter would get one in the ribs, so to speak. If it became too much of a problem, but you really can't. There was a lot of dugout warnings. I think 2 were given this weekend to ECU and Tulane, and I just think it takes away from what the game really is. But
Okay.
I do like you watch. We're sitting here watching TV. A guy just got on base a minute ago, and the defense made a play. And the defensive guy did that.
I was about to say the pitchers are now doing, Trevor Bowers of the world are doing their stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I really, there's a time and a place to have fun, and there's a time and a place to do something. If you hit a walk off, if you hit a game winning hit, celebrate, do something. A big hit in a big time situation, do something. But just a run of the mill double.
Well, I feel like it's out of the bottle now and tough to put back in.
It is. I'm not downing it.
Yeah.
I'm not downing it. But
you just don't prefer it.
I think it takes too much time. It's already a long game anyway.
Well, I don't know if that stuff is the reason why baseball takes so long. I would look more at a pitch count or all the other stuff that happens.
I will say Tulane's just overall dugout demeanor was just not good. I mean, I wouldn't. Their coach was super nice. Their coach came and talked to us in between innings and stuff like that. He seemed to be a very, very nice guy. And he wasted a great opportunity to get thrown out. I think on the. I think there was a called pitch, called swing on one game, and it was already pretty much settled at that point who was going to win. And I would have tried to get my team back in it with getting tossed right there.
Right. We did see one of their assistants get tossed in game 2 of the series.
It was game 2, and you couldn't hear what he said, which made it very mysterious to us. They're arguing balls and strikes, and typically, if you watch a lot of these players, Seth Cadell does a great job of it. Of when an umpire maybe misses a call, they will signal that in. And I didn't see their catchers signaling anything. And of course, they have this is the second team I've seen had the the headphones where the coaches and the players could talk like they do in football. So I don't know if they can talk. The catchers can talk back to the pitcher, the
or if
coaches,
it's just one way.
If it's just one, I don't know that at all. So
yeah. All right, a lot more with Brandon on ECU baseball. When we return, we will talk some Wood Ducks baseball. The play-by-play voice of the Woodies, Matt Davis, will join us. We'll talk about the 6-0 start for the Woodies and what all is going to be going on at Granger Stadium this week. Home opener is tonight. A lot more baseball talk on the way when we return on Pirate Radio Live after this.
In studio today with Rafiki from F3 and another community event coming your way this week. Tell us about it.
This Friday at the Drew Steele Center on Elm Street, F3 ENC is sponsoring what we're calling a Free to Bleed blood drive from 11 to 4. You can sign up at redcrossblood.org to get your appointment. We'll have you in and out as quick as possible, and everyone who gives will receive a $5 gift certificate to Amazon.com. Help us meet our goal of at least 25 units and be a part of saving lives in Eastern North Carolina.
Are you ready for sunshine, hot dogs, and baseball? Opening day is right around the corner on May 11th. The Woodies are ready for the 2021 season. The dudes are kicking it off with fireworks and their magnet schedule giveaway presented by Bojangles. Come out for opening day on May 11th for baseball, giveaways, and an amazing fireworks show presented by WNCT Channel 9 and Bojangles. The Woodies have games all week long, so be sure to get your tickets early. We expect a sellout crowd for opening week. See you all for opening week, kicking off on May 11th. Go Woodies!
North Carolina State Parks is proud to announce that they have partnered with the Hometown Strong program. Our visitor centers are now equipped with public Wi-Fi to help kids with school. Remote learning has become a critical public health measure in maintaining social distance and continuing to educate our young people. Take advantage of Wi-Fi and a hike at Goose Creek State Park or a day trip to the beach and access remote learning at Fort Megan State Park. For more information, visit hometownstrong.nc.gov.
At U.S. Cellular, we see our customers as more than just customers. They're neighbors. When you switch to U.S. Cellular, you can get the new Samsung Galaxy S21 5G for free with no hidden requirements. As a neighbor, you deserve it. U.S. Cellular, America's locally grown wireless. Terms apply. See uscellular.com for details.
Does the idea of going to your local U.S. Cellular store make you feel a bit uncomfortable? Tired of the hassle of waiting and wearing a mask? Let Toby Williams and his outside sales team take away that worry. They will come right to your home or office and drop your phone off on the porch or at the front desk for you. Saving you time and worry is what the team at Cellular Warehouse is all about. Call Toby today at 252-799-7051 and let them help you with all of your wireless needs. Cellular Warehouse, your local U.S. Cellular authorized agent.
This is Mark Washington with Max Sports Performance at Max Fitness. Our facility has reopened and is following all safety protocols. The best thing you can do to strengthen your immune system is, of course, to work out and exercise on a regular basis. I can assist you as your performance coach. You can also enjoy the benefits of a private facility. Avoid the crowds and work out at Max Fitness. Now is the time to get healthy. Max Fitness, just off Highway 43 in the old Ace Hardware building behind Speedway in Greenville. Call me, Mark Washington, 902-4877.
This is Stephen Igoe. You've heard from me plenty on Pirate Radio Live and perhaps have read some of my work on hoistthecolors.net. Now, get an extension of our in-depth coverage on the Hoist the Colors podcast. From game previews to immediate post-game analysis to emergency podcasts for breaking news, we've got you covered. A cast of guest co-hosts from fans, former coaches, and other writers join me for 2 podcasts weekly to break down all things ECU athletics. Subscribe to Hoist the Colors now on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or Google Podcasts.
Come into CPW's today and take a ride with them on their Road Food Tour Seafood Edition. Make plans this month for a pit stop at CPW's and enjoy some of the best dishes the road has to offer. Start off with a rich and creamy bowl of she crab soup or the Bamonte scallops and pancetta. Try these great dishes and more this month at CPW's. And make sure to join CPW's on Tuesdays for date night. CPW's, Stanton Square across from the hospital in Greenville.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, W224EI Greenville, WDLX Washington, and W281CH Washington. listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. From sales to service, Greenville Auto World has all your vehicle needs covered. Shop all their inventory now at greenvilleautoworld.net. If you're also looking for someone to service your vehicle, Greenville Auto World has a full service and repair facility. Brakes, oil changes, tires, inspections, and they can repair any kind of vehicle. Greenville Auto World across from Speedway at Bells Fork and online at greenvilleautoworld.net. Thanks to Tim Sutton and Jim Rogers of Greenville Auto World for their sponsorship of the program. Now let's head back in to Pirate Radio Live. Here is your host, Clip Brock.
All righty. Thank you, Shirley Rhodes. Chandler Honeycutt here. This is not the Pirate Radio ECU Baseball Recap with Brandon Manning from Farm Bureau Insurance, but Brandon is here.
I am.
So we'll give him a few free plugs. Talking some baseball with us. We'll talk more Pirate baseball in a moment. And Brandon said he's got a group outing scheduled to Granger Stadium to go check out the Wood Ducks. They are home for the first time in 2 years tonight, and they will be home tonight throughout Sunday for some baseball. And the new play-by-play voice of the Woodies is Matt Davis. He joins us for the first time here on Pirate Radio Live. Matt, thanks for your time. How you doing today?
Clip, I'm doing great, and it tickles me pink to hear you call me the play-by-play voice. I haven't heard that in a long time, so feels good to hear that for the first time in a couple of years also.
Well, there you go. And Matt, let's get to know you before we talk about this Wood Ducks team. Tell us a little bit about yourself and where you're from and how you became the voice of the Down East Wood Ducks.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, it's probably not as great of a story as, just listening about the team, but I was born in New Jersey, and I moved to Fort Worth, Texas, lived there for a while, and grew up rooting for the Yankees and the Rangers. My first job in minor league baseball was in 2018, working for the Johnson City Cardinals of the Appy League, which is now a summer league. I got the privilege to work for the Cardinals organization for 2 years. I went to Peoria in 2019. I was slated to be with the Mets and the Columbia Fireflies in 2020, and then I met Matt Present at a couple of winter meetings ago. We connected, and when I saw that he took a job with the Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp, I shot him a message in probably mid to late April, and I just said, hey, what are the Wood Ducks doing? And he asked me if I was still looking, and I had a couple interviews with the Wood Ducks, and April 16th they hired me, and the 26th was my first day in the office. So that's the short, quick version of how I got here. But I'm very happy to be here.
A lot of unknown surrounding minor league baseball during the offseason, during these past couple of years, and it sounds like the movement with the teams and the players is the same for the announcers and the staff with minor league baseball teams. You're kind of popping up in new places every year. We had some great chats with Matt Present. We will have the same with Matt Davis, who now takes over the play-by-play duties for the Woodies. And I said this, Matt, minor league baseball for fans is not about wins and losses, but man, it's a lot better when you're winning. And how about this start for the Wood Ducks? You've been able to call 6 wins, haven't seen a loss yet. This team is playing great as they head into the home opener.
Yeah, I'm really excited. Unfortunately, I actually haven't been able to call a single one of those wins yet due to COVID protocols and just what we're doing this season, and everybody's kind of adjusting, coming off of a year where there was no revenue for anybody. I was hired to only do the home games this year.
I see.
It just makes traveling a lot easier, especially when we're trying to keep the players inside their own bubble. That's what the major league teams kind of want with their minor league teams. It's immediate personnel only. I know I have a couple of friends that are kind of traveling their own way, their own cars, their own hotel rooms. So right now, this will actually be the first baseball game in minor league baseball that I've called for 620 days.
Wow!
The last game I called was August 30th with the Peoria Chiefs, and the Woodies season. Last time the Wood Ducks played here was 612 days ago. So both 2 600-plus day streaks are about to end tonight, and it feels really good to say that.
Glad those streaks are ending. It'll be the Carolina Mudcats and Woodies going at it tonight all the way through Sunday. 7 o'clock first pitch tonight, same way throughout Friday, and then 6 o'clock Saturday, 1 o'clock on Sunday. And I know you got some fireworks coming up tonight after the game. What else is in store for the folks attending Granger Stadium tonight, Matt?
Yeah, so all throughout this entire homestand, we're doing a magnet schedule giveaway. We've got a special jersey giveaway over the weekend. It's presented by Mountain Dew. Again, post-game fireworks tonight and a couple of nights or you can bring your dog out on Sundays for $1 ticket. There's just so much going on; it's hard to keep track of. But I can say this: if you haven't bought a ticket yet for the first homestand, you might want to, because they're selling quickly, and you don't want to miss it, especially with this team on the field this season.
Matt, I am a Braves fan, so the name that pops out to me on this roster is Luis Angel Acuna. He is the younger brother of Ronald Acuna Jr., and I saw the Woodies had him hitting leadoff. He was near the top of the lineup, and he has gotten off to a great start. This will be your first opportunity to see him play live this year for the Wood Ducks, so I know he's an exciting player. Are there any other guys on this roster, along with Acuna, that you're really excited to see live tonight at Granger Stadium?
Yeah, so fortunately for the Wood Ducks, they actually have 5 of the Rangers' top 30 prospects. Besides Acuna, let's see, pull out my game notes here. We've got Evan Carter, Owen White, Jacoa Roby, and Keith Ron Moss. So 2 of those guys are pitchers, Roby and White. They're ranked 17th and 24th. Evan Carter is a top 15 prospect at 14, and Keith Ron Moss is at 28. So those are the 5 guys that immediately jump off the 30-man roster just because of how highly they're ranked. And, to have 5 top 30 prospects on one minor league team, it's pretty incredible. And, you hope that the lineup kind of fills out around them and they all kind of play together. But from what I've gathered listening to the first 6 games is the bats are swinging and there's nothing to slow them down. I mean, we've scored 40 runs in the first 6 games. They're averaging 6.6 runs a game. It's absolutely incredible, and part of the reason why the fans should come out is if they want to see some good hitting baseball, this is the time to do it, to see it for the first time all season.
Some awesome offense for this Wood Ducks team rolling into tonight's game against the Mudcats, who are 5-1 in their own right. So a couple of great starts for these teams playing tonight at Granger Stadium. Matt, when you look at this team and this game tonight, you're going to be calling the action for the first time. How can we hear your play-by-play calls?
Yeah, so we'll be on Sports Talk 960 in the Bull. You can also go to woodducksbaseball.com. And I believe on one of the tabs, there's a listen live. You can just go to MILB.com and do the game day audio and scroll down to find the Down East Wood Ducks listen live, and it'll pull you up to Sports Talk 960's internet page. And that's how you can listen on the internet on your computer as well.
We'll be hearing Matt Davis on the call this year for Down East Wood Ducks baseball, and Matt will be keeping in touch with you, getting you here on the show to talk some baseball with you this summer. Tell Wade Howe and the folks there we said hello, and have a great call tonight, Matt. We appreciate you joining us for a few minutes today.
Thanks, Clip. I really appreciate it, and I look forward to talking some baseball with you guys and seeing you come out to the stadium.
Absolutely. We'll be there. There is Matt Davis. He is the voice of the Down East Wood Ducks. We gave away some tickets. I believe, was Josh Thomas our winner yesterday?
Yes, he was.
Josh, who sees a lot of baseball at Clark LeClaire Stadium, will be seeing some baseball on us at Granger Stadium coming up Thursday night with the Down East Wood Ducks and Brandon Manning here in the Pirate Radio studios. Brandon, you have already made your plans to get to Granger Stadium soon.
Yeah, we're doing the big farm beer outing up there probably midsummer. They do a great job doing it. Right there on the Mother of Pavilion.
Not a bad place to watch a game.
Not a bad place at all. It's actually got some nice fans up there. Top and lower, they give you the whole the whole upper deck, and the kids are right there. It's a good time for the whole family. It's a great corporate event,
and just awesome that it's back. To be able to go there to. All the way down to Elm Street, and were you a Winterville Little Leaguer like myself?
I am, and now coaching Winterville Little Leaguer.
All right, so you are a player coach Winterville Little League. To go see a Little League game, to Conley Rose playing tonight, an opportunity to see some great high school baseball, and just so on and so forth. I know Ryan Meadows and the guys are gearing up for some Legion ball after they're done with their high school season. So a lot of opportunities to see some baseball. We really missed out on that last year, Brandon.
There is. and the Legion baseball will always be very close to my heart. That was some of my longest friends that I've ever made and best friends I ever made was through Legion baseball, because there was no real dirt bags and no impact baseball and stuff like that back then. So the Legion was where your better players and then I guess me too on that team. But I think the quality baseball we have around here people take for granted, and people should go take their kids to as many games as they can, because you never know that next superstar that you're going to see at a young age. I mean, going on, somebody said Alex White a minute ago. I think it was Weaver on the interview I heard coming in talking about Alex White and Mateus and all these kids coming up. Hey, there's a senior at Conley that's not getting much press. I think his last name's McLean. Kid's Dylan. I think he's given up like 3 or 4 hits on the entire season. So, I mean, and then Conley just strokes the ball as well, from what I understand. And Rose is Rose. I mean, they're going to hit the ball. They're going to throw the ball. And they've been taught at such young ages by such great coaches in Greenville Little League and everything that they already know what to do when they get there. So, a lot of good baseball. Take your kids out.
Brandon Manning joining us. We'll take a time out. We'll talk some Pirate baseball with, as we go to break. Richard saying, hey, Clip, lots of hat talk today. His son Shane is a collector. He purchased 3 hats at UBE today and now has a collection of 57 hats at home. He's got me beat.
Lord.
Brandon, you still got your old baseball hats from back in the day? At your parents' house?
I do have most of all of them. I can't fit any of them anymore.
Right, yeah.
I got that Barry Bonds, but non-steroidal.
Without
forehead.
the roids?
Yeah, without the roids. My forehead got a lot bigger, but I got most of them.
Yeah, that's a pretty nice collection you probably got there.
Yeah.
Put them on eBay. Game-worn Brandon Manning hats. How much are they going for these days?
Little to nothing.
Take a time out. Come back. More to go on Pirate Radio Live. We're back with you after this.
If Jersey Mike's turkey had a resume, it would say it's 99% fat-free and raised without antibiotics. But our turkey already has its dream job at Jersey Mike's, because premium meat makes a sub above. Jersey Mike's would like to dedicate the next 3 seconds to our new grilled portobello mushroom and Swiss sub. Trust us, it tastes good too, because fresh ingredients make a sub above.
The Tauber River Bandits are back, and this year we'll have a full season, and all fans are welcome this year. Come watch some of the best collegiate baseball around with over 20 Division I players on this active roster looking to compete at a high level. We have a family-friendly atmosphere, awesome stadium, food and drink specials, plus the coldest beer on the East. Come do something different with the family this summer with the Tauber River Bandits. 29 home games to choose from. Tickets available at the gate or online at TarboroughRiverBandits.com.
This is Martin Truex Jr., and as a NASCAR Cup Series champion, I love one-stop shopping. When I need fresh tires or fuel during a race, my pit crew takes care of everything. Off the track, I have an Auto Owners independent agent. They handle all my insurance in one place: car, home, life, and business. Get your own pit crew and find a local agency with Auto Owners Insurance.
This is Brian Smith with Town Insurance in Greenville. Call me today at 756-8300. Go Pirates!
Ahoy, mateys! To keep those cars clean, you need the Pirates Cove Fast Pass.
Greenville's original express car wash is now offering a fast pass for as low as $19.99. That's one pass, 4 locations, and unlimited washes. Visit us in Greenville on Fire Tower Road, Memorial Drive, and East 10th Street, and also in New Bern on Glen Burnie Road. And by popular demand, Pirates Cove on Fire Tower Road is now offering interior cleaning.
So we have you surrounded. Pirates Cove, the official car wash partner of ECU Athletics.
Okay, let's just try not to embarrass ourselves and everything will be fine.
Yeah, sure, totally. Is that a Pepsi Wild Cherry?
Oh, no. Please, not here. Not here.
Too late. You know something, Steve? Flavor Mania is about to run wild.
Oh, not Flavor Mania.
Pepsi Wild Cherry's about to drop a flavor suplex right into your pie hole. It's gonna hit your taste buds with a top rope elbow of flavor. It's gonna be delicious. It's gonna be refreshing. It's gonna throw your wild cherry loving brain right through the announcer's table.
Oh, I can't take you anywhere.
Flavor Mania doesn't need your permission, Steve, because the world knows that nothing is gonna get between Pepsi Wild Cherry and that flavor championship belt. Are you ready to get wild?
Oh, please don't
Come
get
on,
wild.
Steve. I said, are you ready to get wild?
Seriously, does this always have to happen when you drink Pepsi Wild Cherry?
You better believe it, brother.
Pepsi Wild Cherry. Now available in 0 sugar. That's what I like.
If you wake up in the morning with a backache, feeling more tired than you did when you went to bed, you probably need a new mattress. And the best place to get that mattress is Factory Mattress. Hi, I'm Kirk Smith, General Manager. For more than 40 years, Factory Mattress has been Greenville and Wilson's local mattress dealer. We guarantee the lowest price on the area's best selection with over 50 models to choose from. No seconds or overruns. Factory Mattress offers only first quality direct from the manufacturer. Sealy Posturepedic, Beautyrest, Stearns & Foster, and Tempur-Pedic. The most highly trained sales associates with over 60 years of combined experience. Same as cash financing with zero interest up to 48 months and free local delivery. Face it, to have a good day, you've got to have a good night. So sleep better knowing you saved money at Factory Mattress, locally owned on Greenville Boulevard in Greenville, on Forest Hills Road in Wilson, on the web at factorymattressusa.com, and a proud member of Pirates Supporting Pirates.
Hi, this is Phil Steele of Phil Steele's College Football Preview Magazine, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local and print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com, the official sportswear provider of Pirate Radio for 18 years. Now let's head back in to Pirate Radio Live. Here's your host, Clip Rock.
Alrighty, we got Stephen Igoe coming up in about 15 minutes, and we have some Cliff Godwin comments to get to, some Cam Colmore comments as well, coming off the series victory over Tulane. Coming up Wednesday, the NFL always has to stay in the news. How are they doing that this week? Well, they're doing that by having their big schedule release, and that'll be on Wednesday. So that means right now we are in schedule leak season, and already starting to see a few come out on Twitter. Sometimes these are wrong, sometimes these are accurate, but regarding Troy D's Bears, Danny Parkins, we'll see what Danny, what does Danny do for a living? He is he's on the radio in Chicago. Week 1, Bears open up in L.A. on Sunday Night Football against the Rams. So mark that down on your football schedules. Have you seen any Panthers leaks yet, Chandler?
I have not. And in fact, that reminds me, I probably need to go to Panther Twitter and see if I can find some.
Yeah, because they always start coming out a day in advance, and then tomorrow
it'll be the full.
It's going to be like everybody putting a puzzle pieces together.
Yep.
Week 1, this team plays this week. Week 7 this week, and then they'll finally announce it, probably in prime time tomorrow night with a show or two.
Panther's social media account, they were like, they showed our opponents for this year, and they were like, who do you think we're playing week 1? Kind of like see what Panther Twitter had to say, or it was on Instagram as well. But that's kind of hard, and I love to play that game. Like, look at the schedule, or look at our opponents and be like, all right, what would make the best sense of who will we play on week 1? Will it be a primetime game? Looking at our opponents, I really don't know. I don't think it's going to be a division opponent. It's going to be out of division, you would think.
I'm tired of Washington opening up with the Eagles. I want a non-division opponent.
You did that last year, didn't you?
Yeah, I remember that. It seems like all the time. Giants, Eagles, or Cowboys.
Yeah.
I want to go non-division week 1.
We opened up with the Las Vegas Raiders last year at home on a Sunday at 1 o'clock. I don't know. I mean, looking at our opponents, it's interesting to think who's going to be our week 1 opponent. It's going to be awesome to see the full schedule, but of course you're ready to see who you play that very first week.
Panthers likely will not have a lot of primetime games with their losing record last year. I think Washington winning the division, Chase Young, little buzz going on. They'll probably have 2 or 3 primetime games this year, I would imagine.
I need to look back, and I don't know if they're on our opponent list, but if the Jets are on our list, Panthers-Jets might be a primetime game. But, like I said, I'm not really sure if they're...
I just saw some awful news. I'm sorry. There will be no Week 1 Monday Night Football doubleheader.
Man.
I love the Monday Night Football Week 1 doubleheader.
The first game's like 5:30. The second game is like at 8:30.
Instead, ESPN ABC will get a Saturday doubleheader in Week 18 with the league flexing in 2 games with playoff implications. Okay, that's
you get some rest, though.
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, you don't want to go out, you want to pace yourself right to begin with.
All right, Brandon, you're right.
We're getting old, Clip.
You're right. I can't handle these Monday night doubleheaders anymore. All right, speaking of not handling doubleheaders, I was struggling on Saturday, Brandon.
Jeez.
And you were as well. You said you were cooking down there.
So we we had my daughter's playing volleyball. Had a volleyball game first thing in the morning. Then we left from there, went to a baseball game in Winterville with my son, and we went straight from there. Didn't even change. Sat there. One of his little baseball buddies and his dad and the family and I, and we went and sat there. We got there about the third inning and just absolutely got sunburned. Sprayed. I mean, it was like one of those things. No matter how much you sprayed, you were going to catch it. I mean, it was bad. And it's one of those. The sun will take it out of you more than the day drinking or partying will, if you really want to do that.
Yeah, that sun is it's tough. You didn't have any brewskis, did you? Are you still going no brewskis?
I may have. It was the last weekend. I may have partook. It was the past tense. I may have partook in a couple down there, but
it was funny that time you came in here and said, "Yeah, I'm not drinking beer anymore." And I literally saw you the week before with a beer at Clark Claire, but you claimed you were getting that for somebody else.
Sorry, Mom.
Yes, okay. We won't talk about it
on public radio. Let's just bring this up in front of everybody.
Hey, I tell you what, I enjoyed a cold one Sunday after I was finally done with ECU baseball on the weekend. It was a celebratory beer for getting through.
And I commend you. You did a great job this year, Clip.
Thank you, Brandon.
Very, very.
Wow.
I know he did. There was only one thing that I knew and didn't even know he was doing it wrong. And as soon as he found out he was doing it wrong, he corrected it and did it great. Did it perfectly.
A family member of a player notified you that we had been saying the guy's name wrong, and you gave that info to me, and I corrected the mistake.
And it made her get teary-eyed.
That's great. That's what it's all about. That and winning baseball games and having fun.
Making moms cry. What Clip does best.
Son's name right.
He did it.
After half the season.
At half the season, it's over.
It is the last game.
Oh, that was this weekend?
The whole damn season. We did his name wrong.
But, I mean, it does. It's not pronounced how it's read. So,
yeah.
You did a great job.
Makarevich, for those scoring at home. Brandon, Pirates, Tulane, ECU takes 3 of 4. Do you feel 100% confident that when the proposed regional sites, the 20 sites are announced later this week, ECU will have their name called?
Yes.
100%.
Yes. In our region, in our area, I do not think there is a better team top to bottom than we are. Not even close.
Is that a big factor? If North Carolina, if Duke, if State, if those other teams were ahead of ECU in the rankings, would it make you a little more nervous maybe?
I think the youth is hurting Carolina. The State's coming along now. Avent does what Avent's doing. He has them ready to go at the end and ready to make a push. But I really think nobody at this point in time, our body of work and the consistency for which we did it, there's just nothing anybody can say negative about it. I mean, Carolina, yeah, they beat us in a midweek game. We turn around and beat them. We beat teams that beat them. I mean, I just think nobody regionally can touch us.
Do you think too that it's going to be more regionalized in the regional this year with COVID and everything, that we're going to see teams that border the state of North Carolina? Or do you think that, it's going to be like normal years? We could see a team from out of state come in.
I tell you what, I really think it'll be more regionalized. I think I saw one a few weeks ago that I don't want. That was
that the one with upstate, South Carolina, and NC State?
No, I saw one with ODU, Western Carolina, and
South Carolina?
Maybe, and that's a tough one. ODU can play some ball. They're very flying under the radar. Western Carolina, I think we might have played them a couple of times this year. Might have got a couple of wins, but they were tough fought wins.
Was that LeClaire weekend? Yeah, we played them.
I think we swept them. That was our first sweep of the year, maybe. But they were all tough games. There was no gimmies there, and they're a good team.
Well, we didn't realize back then, Brandon, that you can throw the Catamounts in there, but ODU and especially Charlotte were going to be as good as they are when we beat them.
But I mean, all joking aside, they really do a very good job of looking at who you play. Your RPIs and your things like that, who you play and who they played against. And I think ECU's body of work and their schedule they put out there, regionally, I don't think it can be touched.
Brandon Manning joining us here inside the Pirate Radio studios. 2 road series coming up, and then it's off to Clearwater, Brandon. So we'll see how the Pirates finish up this season. Another team that we've already seen this year, Cincinnati, is next on the docket. Pirates beat them 4 times in 4 games earlier this year. as Brian Bailey would say, tough to beat the teams 8 times in the same season. So what kind of series are you expecting this weekend?
Cincinnati's coming in hot. I want to think they won like 10 of their last 12. I want to think they're 12-5 at home on the year as well. I think they're on a hot streak. They're coming in hot. I mean, they're a northern team. Northern teams typically take a little bit longer to get going because
to thaw out.
There you go.
I do this.
That's why you're here.
Yeah.
And I think it's going to be a tough one. I would still like to see 3 wins. I still think 3 wins is a very attainable goal. But Bailey's right. Taking 8 from a team is tough. So,
how about Carson Wisenhunt, his return over the weekend? And it was not a case where he was kind of struggling up there. He just reached his limit, came out of the game. You hope that limit can keep going up and up, Brandon, and we can see him go extended innings in games because he looks sharp on his return.
I tell you what, when he's just like when Gavin's pitching, when he's pitching, we're a different team. The mentality is, hey, that we don't have to score 100 runs, so let's just go play baseball, and everybody plays better around him and Gavin, I think, and he's a tremendous talent. I mean, he's the future of the program without a doubt.
When he's throwing, I haven't seen a Gavin Williams game, unfortunately, because I'm here on Fridays, and that's when he pitches. But Cooch Maynor in particular, it seems, does ECU work faster on the mound, especially the starters, than other teams we see? They love Cooch Maynor goes 100 miles an hour. He gets the ball, he throws the ball.
Something that I think ECU's game plan is so well thought out, and they put it together so early on and do everything that there's no shaking off pitches. There's no players calling time. You know, hey, coach says throw a fastball. You know, coach says, Dietrich says throw a curve, or I don't know if him or Cliff's calling pitches, but hey, that's what we're going to throw right here because our game plan, we put so much work in before the game has even begun that we know what we're going to throw most of the time. So
good point.
I want to think that yes, we do it a little bit better. I mean, it's not like the Yankees and the Red Sox that has a 6-hour, 9-inning game. But so we have players knowing what they're going to do. There's no arguing. There's no calling pitches off. And we have pitchers who throw a lot of strikes, and whenever you're calling strikes, your players are making plays and you're making less errors, and the game goes by faster.
Now they are playing some marathon games over there, but it's not due to the pitchers and their lack of getting the ball out of their hand. But with pitching changes, with everything in baseball today, it's a slower event. You're gonna get sunburned if you're out there for 2, Brandon.
Exactly, but I mean this year, this weekend, Wisenhunt with a short leash and a few other pitchers with some short leashes. Cooch Maynor, I expect him to finish the year strong. The last 2 outings are not what you think Cooch is going to do. I really think he may be overthinking it a tad bit. I think Cliff alluded to that in a post-game interview or maybe with you last week. When Cooch is throwing good, he doesn't think. He gets in his own way sometimes, and I think that he will finish the year strong because he's expected to. And I think as soon as he figure out that nobody expects him to throw that perfect game or no hitter every time, he'll be okay. Let the defense play behind him a little bit.
Talking to Brandon Manning, this is definitely not the Pirate Radio ECU Baseball Recap brought to you by Brandon Manning with Farm Bureau Insurance, but you can definitely call him at 531-1812. Brandon's clients always have his cell phone number, and now everybody does, 531-1812. He is available before or after business hours, so if you want to call Brandon first thing in the morning, if you want to call him at night, he's got his phone. Look, he's got his phone right now.
Texting a client.
Always there, even when on the air with us here at Pirate Radio. Brandon, I always enjoy talking with you, buddy.
Yes, sir.
Who you coaching in Winterville? Who's your team?
We are the North Carolina Farm Bureau Thunder.
How'd you get a nickname? They're doing nicknames now?
They do that.
We didn't have nicknames.
We didn't have that. Every team. So I will say this. Winterville has some great uniforms, and I'm going to go on record. The Orioles uniforms for the 9 and 10 and 11 and 12 year old leagues in Winterville are amazing.
All right, I need to see a Facebook picture of those, I guess.
They have legit MLB hats on their 9 and 10 year olds for that. Oh yeah, it's awesome.
Man, we're too old, Brandon. We missed out on we lived in the dark ages.
Snapback with the mesh. I mean, it was the trucker style hats when we were 9 and 10.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Just had a W for Wimpy's on there for me.
Yep, that's about it. And we were Cal Maine. They called us Cal Maine dog food.
That's right. Yeah. Big was it Mike Skinner?
didn't know what the hell cow mane was. Yeah, I might have played with Corey one year. I think Coach Skinner. Yeah.
Well, he was my age. I don't know if you would have played with him.
But I do remember his dad coaching me one year.
And his dad coached because that was where his dad was from, was Cal Maine Foods. That's what I think.
That might have been it then.
Yeah.
That might have been it. All right, Brandon, enjoyed it, buddy.
Taylor McLaughlin.
Yeah. What about him?
That was what his dad did. That was how the sponsor got there.
All right, there you go. For the 5 people that know who we're talking about, you really enjoyed that. Stephen Igoe is a former Winterville Little Leaguer. He'll join us when we return. We'll talk about what kind of jerseys and hats he had when he played Little League and more. Stephen put out one of my favorite features on Hoist the Colors today. Three things I know, 3 things I think. None of them regarding ECU basketball. We'll see if anything's going on. Maybe I should ask Brandon if anything's going on with ECU basketball. He used to be a pretty good source a few years ago. We'll talk more ECU athletics when we return on Pirate Radio Live after this.
Here with Mike Mullis from Fixed NC. And Mike, you were telling me the other day, people ask you all the time, I didn't know you did that. What does that mean?
You know, anything that involves property damage repair, call us first. If it's your crawl space, you've got interior humidity issues, a water loss, your ice maker line breaks, obviously fire and smoke, everybody knows we do those. But anything that involves interior or exterior property damage, we're your repair experts.
Mike, how can everybody get in touch with you?
252-999-0001 or fixednc.com.
You've worked hard to start your business and are working even harder to make it successful. That's when it's most important to have a community bank and a local banker in your corner. This is Eric Clark from Select Bank and Trust. Our team of local bankers care about you, our customer, and the communities in which we all live and serve together. As the business and economic conditions of 2020 threw you many curveballs, our team at Select Bank and Trust remains steadfast in being responsive to your ever-changing needs. In 2021, choose Select Bank and Trust. Bank local, bank select, member FDIC.
Weekends are made for AJ McMurphy's. Start your Sunday fun day at AJ's. AJ's is now serving brunch from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. and a build-your-own Bloody Mary bar. Enjoy your weekend with live music on Friday night and Saturday night with no cover charge. And you can catch all of the MLB and ECU baseball action on AJ's TVs. See you this weekend at AJ McMurphy's, Turnberry Square at Bells Fork, and on Facebook, Instagram, and Snapchat.
E&S Hemp Company in Winterville is your premier CBD store. At E&S Hemp Company, they have helped hundreds of people just like you get relief from joint pain, anxiety, insomnia, and more by providing you the highest quality of CBD products available. E&S Hemp Company has a great selection of only the safest, purest, and most beneficial hemp-infused products available, from honey, tea, coffee, candles, and more. E&S Hemp Company, Fire Tower Road in Winterville, and online at eshempcompany.com.
What the heck was that?
There goes Chuck from Naughty Dog again, so pumped about the awesome things at Naughty Dog, he runs around town screaming with excitement. Naughty Dog releases 2 to 3 beers every month, has food trucks every Friday and Saturday, wine specials every Wednesday, plenty of indoor and outdoor space to enjoy, beers to go with curbside pickup, and just launched the new Koozie Club. Be sure to ask about that on your next visit. Naughty Dog Brewing Company on Main Street in downtown Winterville, and be sure to follow Naughty Dog on Facebook and Instagram.
If you love the food at Villa Verde, and hey, who doesn't? Now Villa Verde makes it even easier for you to order takeout. Tell us about it, Jay.
If you go to myvillaverde.com, you can order online, and we'll have it ready for you to go. Plus, you can pick it up at either one of our locations. No waiting in line to pay, and no waiting at all. Just pick it up and go. With online ordering from myvillaverde.com or from our mobile app, plus even from our Facebook page. Villa Verde, now with 2 Greenville locations to serve you. Villa Verde, a platform for good.
Did you know time spent outdoors can help improve your children's health and bring balance to their life? The Outdoor Heritage Advisory